Okay, good morning, good evening. What time of day it is? Guess what it is? It's another live stream. Oh, ha ha ha! Yes, another live stream. You got it. Yeah. Anyways, well, we've been having last night quite a spectacular thunderstorm last night. Lightning, thunder boomed out loud, and it boomed very loud. Yes, it boomed. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, today's live stream is talking about many things. Number one, I had to clean my apartment. Why? Well, you know what that is. The crazy, I call it more like living in HOA sometimes. They don't keep it clean, they are evicted now because it's rental units, but still feels like an HOA in some way, form. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm drinking a nice windy there. Oh, it's dry in this apartment too. Something about that. And I'm trying to have nice. I had a nice refreshing. I see. Anyway, while I bought a Google Streaming box recently, what I like about it is one thing is having a VPN on that. You know what? I do like watching American television because you get all kind of news you not hear about in Canada. Like some of the news I heard on American TV, I'm picking up now. Who know a VPN, of course, is some of the things about. There were somebody's the ads in there saying like, "My God, this and that, Social Security, local pro ads, ads that say you can do this, this, and this, and for next number, increase your social security. Oh, and tons of freaking ads like that. That's one thing. But another thing that I've seen in there is literally for I get a new clip out of Tampa, Florida, stuff like that, or out of Tampa, or out of Miami, Florida, on through local news media there, and the access to that American local news media down there, and I've been hearing all kind of bad horror stories about Trump. Somebody said that rotten Trump spoiled the free trade deal with Canada, and another person that said the news media turned around and said, well, he didn't want the deal because it cost too much to American. And the people are saying, and there are people fuming mad over that free trade deal. Okay, they're not going through what Donald Trump pulled at the last minute. Then I heard this one story before even that happened. I knew about it on Wednesday because why? Because Donald Trump had a Sano TV station Miami did a live to air interview with Donald Trump, which nobody it was told that Donald Trump said, well, a Canadian won't, I say, Donald Trump said, well, Justin Trudeau won't know anything about it until too late. Well, we're going to play him along and then say we're going to go through. And then at the last minute, we're going to drop the bomb and walk out on him and leave him hanging. We're going to stiff him with the tariff anyway. So, and they laughed. I thought, Trudeau and the big $10 talking. Trudeau's a big joke. I'm going to play on media. Oh, it's a fair deal, all that, which he did, of course. But unfortunately, yeah, that's what he said. This is what he said to a ABC News Miami, all thing, but it made sure it didn't get on to well, this, and the tool, and it said, and I found out later on, I did my digging into this through sources up here, um, that there was like a lot of stuff that the news media dug through a few sources around here to find out something, but they're not very limited information I'm gonna inquire about. Not really. Some information I could get it, but I'm not gonna try to use to find information. But I did. What I did do, because I can't have access to certain computers, had access to on their computer master, but I had access within. Plus, I've had some access to the McMaster main server too. Not much access, but I do have access to that. So able, what I did do is I went on the main server, and I did do went on to main server there and went down university campus server down in the southern Florida where Miami is, and Florida. You know what I did? I turned around requesting information on a news story and for PDF to send it through to us up here. And then give my email address, but I gave the other gave my other address, an MSN address, the other email account I have. This one is set up on the U.S. network, so it wouldn't know. So the email go to account relays over to mine here. It doesn't read it. I just go in, pick it up, read it, and sure enough, this transcript will get my on it. And do not let this leak into Canada any cost, because I'm not going to go through with the what Canada asking. Do not leak this to Canadian media at any cost. This was written right on agreement. Wow. Unfortunately, he didn't look at VPNs. Unfortunately, Donald Trump, he didn't realize that if you had a VPN, like a good VPN, and you go into it and listen to stuff on the US, it will leak. Yeah, there you go. Donald Trump made the biggest mistake in his life. He tried to hide it from the media, but it leaked. Anyways, you know what? It's a good story. Well, it leaked. So, you know what that means? I'm not going to say it. I could go on radio tomorrow and I could say, wow, Donald Trump went to another couple of media things, told many brand name media sources in the U.S. not to let Justin Trudeau know anything about it and to play along and dumping that on a deadline, dumping the hour before tariffs come into effect, basically, and dump the whole deal right then and leave it, let him walk without it before even. Then say the fair deal. Then say that first it's come out to the fair deal for all America and that. To say that. Then the other part of the story there was that they cut that off of Canadian media to dump he said I'm going to dump the deal before, it comes, before we end up being a country, where we end up being a part of Canada. They dumped the deal on Justin Trudeau, basically. Well, I found that story out. He planned to do it all along, and the U.S. media found out about it. So, what does that tell me? Hiding stuff out of Canadian reach, Canadian media wouldn't know what hit them. Well, maybe I could leak that. So I'm going to leak it off to Channel 11 that, and say that, I'm going to, I'm leaking it off to CHTV. I'm going to do that, then do it, then get Ned Keurig's office, leaked story about how Donald Trump hit it, and then use Prime Minister Trudeau as a tool to dump his tariff, basically. Yeah. One Prime Minister Trudeau, when Prime Minister Carney finds out about it, whoa, he ain't gonna be happy. Well, maybe I shouldn't say anything now, but who knows? Anybody can listen. Well, That's what I see he done. That's exactly what he planned. He gonna play along like that, and then play along like that, and say, "How with this? Go be can." Well, my guardian angel, Ozzy Osbourne, said to me before I got on night screen, told me it. He got a, you know what? When Donald Trump passed away, he has a ticket on a crazy train that goes off the whip. A crazy train. I'd want a ticket in its name for the crazy train to hell. Well, that is right. He's a beautiful angel, Ozzy. He's not like no why because he's pure. He's clean. He has had beautiful wings. You know, he had some beautiful wings. His wings can fill my balcony. Oh boy, and he can fly fast. He can move at over up 800 miles an hour for the air. He can move so fast that unbelievable. And he right here, actually sitting here on my couch. Yeah, yeah, Archie sitting on the couch over there. Hey Archie, what do you think of that? Yeah, yeah. He says, know something? You were right. Andre, well, I know not say it on my show because if I start saying that, I could open a can of worms between two countries. I don't want to get into it. Saying it on YouTube is one thing, and let that, and maybe hopefully somebody will watch this, somebody will see it, and if somebody sees it, who knows? It might leak out that way from a leak, but having VPN and able to see some of the American news off of YouTube clips that what is not even available here, stuff but not available in my country, in Canada, zero block. I'm getting and the ring I like new, it go around those zero blocks and you getting stuff. That's what I learned. We put zero blocks on the internet. In United States, I would gone on YouTube, tried to download, or I would gone to a place where you want to do something, or you try to download an app in the United States. And this app is, but the app said not available in your country, for example. So you try to, then you get frustrated. You can't go with the app because it's not available. So you don't, and you give up trying to download the sitting app. Well, that is geo block, right? They called geo blocking. That is means that the geo block that particular app is geo blocked within the only U.S. You can't get it in Canada because it's geo blocked. Same thing with radio stations. I like too. A lot of them are geo blocked in Canada too, but if I go on to NordVPN, I can listen to the station. That's a neat thing about having VPN. It really allows me to get into stuff where I can get into really listen to stuff on the internet that been unattainable in Canada, believe it or not. You're blocked, but because what happens to this when you use geo block NordVPN, for example, you know what I do? For NordVPN, so example, I want to watch Channel 11 News. I'm in the USA, for example, somewhere in the United States, maybe in California, maybe it's Arizona. I will use my NordVPN, open up on that, bing. I go to Channel 11 TV News, boom. Can't available in USA, not available in your country. Well, I go to NordVPN, boom. I listen to Hamilton News in Dome Pine, California, or at Saragorn Mine. That's the neat thing about using a VPN. It's good, best service I ever use. But I've been looking recent vacuum tube amplifiers, for this. I get more feminine, more up to date with my sound because it sounds like crap sometimes. And I've been wondering the question there. Two things. is the prices of the tube amplifiers are very expensive. I mean, free or up to $1,000. Some are well over $1,000 I've seen. But it make me wonder something. Hopefully, I wonder if anybody out in YouTube land that would think about doing a little bit of a sponsorship deal, you know, like sponsoring my YouTube in a way by saying, okay, we let you have this vacuum tube amplifier at home. You pack it, you profile on YouTube, unboxing it and setting it up on YouTube. And after you profile on YouTube, then we can turn around and then you go out and keep it and keep the amplifier as long-term gift. That one thing I'm thinking of trying to get people to do that. If they do that and contact me from my Gmail address, Siri Jackson 1960 at gmail.com address. I didn't see that. Like I will advertise their products on my channel and they can pay me revenue on a product. I will retain the product, set it up, review it on YouTube simultaneously, and promote the product for other people to buy the product. Anyways, or a new product coming on the market that nobody had seen yet, like a brand new cell phone, not yet on the market, but it's going to become available on the market, like brand new phones or brand new products, or the brand new tube amplifier that seem to be very little reviews on it, and few unpacking videos, very little, promotional reviews on them, and people really don't know. And I like old vacuum tube stuff myself. I can remember back in going back to when I was 4 years old, and I know what happened was my father, my dad he owned. I got the LED lighting here causing problems. I see. I'm gonna have to shut some of this. I'm gonna shut that one off, causing way not a good one. I have to do something here. No, I will do something. We'll shut it off here. Yeah, got it. Hey, yeah, it was causing this waviness somehow in here. No, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there, but it was there. Yeah, I see this on my screen. Fuzziness here. Yeah, it is fuzzy on my screen. I don't know why, but somewhat fuzzy here. Well, hopefully I can clear this up. It got to be, I know, the LED lighting in here. Got to be LED. Oh. Go there. This one? Oh, something not right. There's something not right here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. I have to figure this out myself later on here, or just why it's doing that. I can't figure that out. I figure out later on. Not the LED light doing it, causing this. It's something. Anyways, I figured it out. Anyways, enough said about that. Well, I'm gonna go on to other things too. I hope somebody sponsored my channel, but it seems to be my Chromebook acting up a bit here too. Well, I'm gonna have to check this too later on, see what's going on here. Good thing is I bought something too on Chromebook. Cause I finding on YouTube the video take a lot of memory, and I got something additional here. A hard drive. See this? This is my new little hard drive on my made by Kodak. Yeah, neat little device, and it's summing up on the storm, working away in here, coming off the video, anything else. Well, things are out there. Okay, well, no, I don't know what it is, but I gotta figure it. I'll figure it out someday. Not for me. I'll figure out it too. It gotta be something. Well, anyways, I get it. Yeah, it's like yeah, gotta be frame rate. I'm not gonna change it here today, but I will. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I can't do this. And while I'm just looking here, well, I don't know. Something's there, but hopefully things are okay with you. Well, last yesterday I met a family from Central America. My God, they have they have an older phone. It was an older phone, of course. Their phone was only 4Gs, and they complain about very slow internet. And you see mine with a 5G phone. Guess what? They looked at it and they said, "But how can you get fast internet? I got 5G. Your phone is only an older 4G phone." Oh, we just bought the phone big as our Columbia 5 just before it got brand new. Just brand new in a box. Huh. Wow. And I see a lot of companies do this. When the phone get older, they tend to dump them onto places like Colombia, Central America, just to get rid of them, get them off the books, so they don't have to be bothers on the back. I mean, that's how destroying them, basically. And that's, yeah. Oh, they didn't know that. Well, I told me I didn't know that. Oh, they do have a company too. Anyway, they were quite impressed, but we were very impressed with Hamilton. Yeah, and I said, wow, they're very impressed with City Hamilton. Matter of fact, it's an Airbnb somewhere in off. I can't mention the address because I had to direct them where the address was because they were lost. I took them where the address was. And they got lost trying to read English signs into Spanish, and one that could speak English was lost. And finally, guess what? By that time, I got them. I took them, got in their Airbnb, anyways, on Parkdale. Not gonna get the address of it, but if you're interested in that, look up Airbnb.com, and hopefully happy to rent it to you when available. Anyways, enough said about that. I'm gonna say thank you very much for listening, and hopefully that you have a wonderful and productive day or evening or good thing that. And I'm gonna get off the air here because I seem to be having a bit of issues with my laptop with my Chromebook here. If I get off the air and work on this a bit. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.